AskReddit by Cowbell Jazz. What is the most boring hobby a person can have? Using magic erasers to clean grunge and dirt off of anything and everything. Hand me a pack of them and I will have the entire house looking like it was just built. I literally don't stop until either I run out of erasers, or if I'm told to take a break. My boyfriend said he watched me 4 hours straight scrub our railing on our stairs and couldn't understand how I wasn't bored by 10 minutes in. I didn't even know that much time had passed. Okay, so there are at least 2 of us. That is one of my favorite things to do when I have some good bud and the weather is shitty. I collect dust. Smartest comment here. Reading obituaries in order to cross out the names in the phone book. My dad used to do that, but it was more to lament the people that passed away that were the same age as him or younger. He would do this out loud every morning until my mom convinced him to stop ordering the local newspaper, because it was driving her nuts. My dad likes to sit in the garage for hours on end in a lawn chair, drink beer and watch traffic go by. Boring as shit, but he's zen as fuck. Meditation comes in many forms. Sometimes I stare at my guinea pig and attempt to predict when she will yawn. Audiences are profoundly bored by this. What are the signs of an oncoming yawn? I see you, Colin Robinson. Fucking guy. Having a hobby that you might think you like but you're only doing it to impress someone. All you need is to impress yourself for it to be a legit hobby. Having no hobbies is the worst. Hobbies make people interesting. I'll never forget a girl I worked with was upset because her boyfriend broke up with her and she said how she's always bored because she didn't really have any hobbies. Then she asked me what my hobbies were and I listed them. She's replied with, "Those are all dumb hobbies." I just replied with, "Those are some big words for someone who doesn't have a hobby." She pretty much immediately realized it was a dumb thing for her to say. Fantasy curling. Alright, I think this one wins. Not me looking through to see if my hobbies are mentioned. My parents both read the newspaper for -5 hours a day, and then discuss the articles they read with each other. They're very happy doing this, and I'm glad they have this common interest. But for me, phew, that'd be a tough one to get into. Yeah, super weird. Anyway, I'm gonna browse Reddit for the next 6 hours and send links to my sibling chat for discussion. I collect mold, spores, and fungus. Tell him about the Twinkie, Egon. Calling the police repeatedly for no good reason. There is someone in the neighborhood who absolutely enjoys calling the police for no reason. Isn't that illegal? One that doesn't make them happy. Totally agree with you. Every hobby is personal, and there's no boring hobbies for everyone. But if your hobby doesn't make you happy, then that's it. Would mine count? Fishing, but in Stardew Valley. That's how I unwind after work, and after my husband and son have gone to bed. Sounds great actually. Don't know where Stardew Valley is, but I too wanna fish there. You know, even collecting stamps can be interesting when somebody talks about it with passion. My dad used to collect stamps and he was very passionate about it. Even though I thought it was hella boring whenever he talked about it, I now see it as a fond memory because I kept them after he passed away. So, I probably have a very different view of it than most people. Envelope collecting. Not stamps, just blank envelopes. I'm pretty into lawn care, bores the fuck out of people when I talk about it. But I love that shit. Are you Hank Hill? If you have ADHD, the one you just spent 6 months and a lot of money obsessing over, and have suddenly lost interest in. I just call them mirrors. I had the era of books, drawings, paintings, guitar, cosmetics, horror movies, fitness and strength training, hiking, Add a little bit of sparkle. Spending your time on Reddit. Hey, that's not a hobby, that's a full-time job for some. Literally boring work, with a drill, making holes larger. Nothing can be more boring than boring. I had to scroll a long way to find making holes. I expected it to be higher. To me, following constant fake drama involving celebrities, Kim K stuff and so on. Judging people. That's my mother's hobby. Whether in real life people, internet people, actors, reality TV shows, she believes it 100% not scripted. She judges the shit of them. Just walking to the mall, and there she goes pointing at strangers and judging them and telling to me, sister or brother, what she thinks about them. Like me and my siblings don't give a shit. Such a pathetic and boring hobby. I don't think that's a hobby, I think that's called being a dick. My father collected banana stickers. They're free. He would keep some cornstarch and a piece of wax paper in his wallet whenever he saw a new one out at the grocery store or when he was traveling for business. I have to tell you, when you see several hundred stickers all in one place organized and arranged in a display binder, it is surprisingly impressive. It's not the hobby that's boring. It's the friends we made along the way. Partying, like when the only topic you can talk about is how much someone drank and if they blacked out or threw up. I used to have to hang out with my ex's friends and all they could talk about was how drunk they were the weekend before. The most boring people I'd ever been around. Glad I don't have to do that anymore. Being rude on the internet. For some people, it's their whole damn personality. Not having one. Obsessing over celebrities, like their life and their fashion. Having no interest in dressing fashionable, but trash talk praise celebs for their choices. At that point it's not fashion being the hobby, but gossip and judging others. And talking about said celebrities like they know them personally. Reddit moderator. You mean spending hours to make a custom background for your sub that no one will ever see, because for some reason, it only works on desktop in light mode when you're logged in and have subscribed? Yeah, big fun.